Welcome to Red Zone Sports. This is our Circa Super Contest Pick Week 1 show. If you don't know what Circa is, I'm going to let Jimmy explain it.
So guys, this a while ago was formed. It's been around for a while. It's called the Super Contest. They rebranded about 6 years ago. It's now called the Circa Millions. So you got to enter in Nevada. So either in Vegas or there's a Circa up here in Reno. It's $1,000 entry, and you pick 5 games against the spread. There's all kinds of different prizes. Right now, there's about $1.8 million of overlay, so they guarantee a total amount. So with however many entries they have, they are going to pay down to 100th place. And right now, it's looking like they're going to pay well past that. So, you cash, you double your money. There's quarterly prizes. So there's 4 segments for the year that you can win up to $150,000 per segment. So there's quite a bit of money at stake here. We got very, very close to the cash line last year with, I would say, probably not the best process in the world. So this year, we're going to take a little bit of a different approach. We're actually going to do a weekly show detailing that. So if you guys are, in the Circa Millions, definitely let us know. We're in there as Red Zone Sports. So, look for us in there. If you guys, see it on the leaderboard, we'll be tweeting out, kind of the leaderboard periodically throughout the season. But yeah, so what it is, every Thursday morning, they release, set lines that we have to pick 5 games against the spread. So right now we're just going to be going off the lines that are on the Circa Sportsbook right now, because that's probably not going to change a whole lot from now till tomorrow morning. And all of our picks, we got to have them in by Saturday at 4:00. So pretty cool contest. Definitely, something just like a little bit different. If you're, we obviously do our DFS show, but if you're not really focused on that, and you're just more into the sports betting side of things, this is definitely something that will be a little bit different. These shows are probably only going to be 15 or 20 minutes, so pretty easy listen for you guys as well. With that,
and we're going to go. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're not already.
Like, subscribe. You guys know the drill by now. Share with your coworkers, your whoever, right? Spread it around. It's a fun thing. There's a lot of other pick'em style games like this that are not the Circa Millions. So, I know people do pools and stuff like that. So this will all kind of be applicable across, all books and stuff. So with that, we'll kick it off. And I guess I'll let Vinny go first. We're all going to give our one pick that we really like, and then we'll have 2 picks at the end that we'll have some discussion around, and that'll make up our 5 picks against the spread. So then go for it. First.
Let's do it. I am taking Cincinnati. I know we talked about them as my favorite team on the DFS side of the house. I just don't see anywhere that New England has an advantage in this game.
So it's Bengals -8.
Minus
so that's
8.
What you're going.
Okay. I know that line at first looks a little fishy, but to be totally honest with you, I think it should be higher. If I think we were 3-4 weeks into the season, I think we'd see this line double digits. Jamar Chase, he's going to play. I think New England is just a clean operation. They're at home in this one. They want to get out to a fast start after a disappointing year last year. Again, I just don't see any advantage when you look at matchups, both offense, defense, special teams, and coaching, that I would give New England the plus on. Like, I just don't. They traded away Matthew Judon. Jacoby Brissett is going to start after they said he was outplayed in preseason by the rookie. Like, it's weird. Very clear what's going on there, which is weird. Like, they're just kind of like totally folding shop this season.
They legitimately have the worst offensive line in the NFL, and they're not putting Drake May behind it.
I just don't see it at all for New England. So, it's the NFL. I could see this one starting out a little bit slow and weird, but I think eventually at some point in this game, Cincinnati just absolutely pulls away, and I think they win by 2 touchdowns, no problem.
All right. Joe?
Beautiful. All right. I mentioned this in the DFS show. Make sure you tune into that. So guys, it's the Jaguars plus 3.5 in Miami. Miami's defense is just not going to be even close to the same as last year. I think the Jags keep this within 3 points at least and potentially win this game. I get it's on the road, but Miami is not a destination I'm scared of when a team's on the road. They're staying in Florida. It's not that much of an away game for them. 3.5. Give me the points. I'll take that all day long.
I very much hope that when the lines come out tomorrow, it's not +3. Because it's right now. Well, right now it's +3.5 at -120. So it's getting very, very close to switching over. So I'm just, I hope that
it's. I love it.
Yeah, it's a nice little nice to have the hook. That's for sure.
Definitely.
All right. Yeah, mine. This is another one that could change by tomorrow based on. I mean, I think it just changed, so I don't know if it's going to change a whole lot more. But mine's going to be Niners -4. I just there's 80% of the money in that game is on the Jets. I just I'm a Niners fan, and I'm trying to take that point out of it. They're coming across country. The Jets are going to be starting Javon Kinlaw and Solomon Thomas on their defensive line. Just let that sink in for a little bit. Javon Kinlaw, a rotational player from the Niners who couldn't stay healthy, and Solomon Thomas, a guy who the Niners picked 3rd overall, who was one of the biggest busts, is still in the league, still playing, right? But I'm sorry. The Niners are going to come out. They're going to win this game. I just don't see – I know that the Jets have a good defense, but -4, I mean – you want to bet the Jets, that's fine. I'll take the -4 and run with it for the Niners. So,
Jim, does the hook matter for you if that slides to 4.5 or no?
I would prefer it to stay at 4.
Right. No, I get that.
I don't think so. I don't know if it matters that much. I think that the Niners are going to win this game by 6 or 7 points. I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. It's not going to be as close as people think. I think at the beginning of the game, you could see the Niners kind of do their, it might be like tied at halftime, but they'll pull away kind of in the second half a little bit. Okay. So, yeah, I'm probably sticking, even if it goes to 4.5. But 4.5, that's going to be my pick.
Okay, so we'll stick with the Niners, even if that hook jumps, and then same with Joey. If that goes away, you're still keeping the Jags.
Yeah, I'm still going to keep it at +3.
Okay. So we were all in agreement already, kind of talking about this about Colts. So we're all gonna one of our remaining 2 picks is going to be Colts +3. The home dogs. It was 2.5. It's already to 3. It might go to 3.5 by tomorrow. So that's another half point that I would like to have. But it doesn't really matter. We kind of all talked about it. In division, home dogs. All the hype is on the Texans, so we're going Colts +3. So let's hear some nominations from everybody on who the last game would be. Joey, what's a game you're going to nominate?
I'm going to nominate Titans +4 at the Bears. I'm going to go against the Bears hype, the Hard Knocks hype. And look, they're not just going to figure this out week 1. The Bears have everything to lose. The Titans have everything to gain. I love their new head coach in Callahan. He knows how to run a great offense. They have Ridley. They have Hopkins. They got Spears, Okonkwo. Their defense is not a bad defense. The Titans, I think, are going to surprise teams this year, and I think they're that one team this year. They might not win all the games, but they're going to cover a lot of them. They're going to be one of the best ATS teams of the season.
All right. Vinny, who is your team that you're nominating? Because I'll be so if you don't have one right away, I had 2 that I was kind of weighing. One was Titans +4. I was kind of in lockstep with Joe there. The other one I was looking at was just Bills -6.5. I mean, I get that the Cardinals are improved defense this year, but I think that Josh Allen's just too much of a powerhouse. The only thing that scares me about that game is you go back and look. The Cardinals with Kyler Murray might be the absolute king of the backdoor cover in the fourth quarter when nothing is left to play for. So, that's why
don't forget the Bills, where they took the biggest chink in their armor this offseason, was the defense. They just lost their Pro Bowl linebacker. I think Micah Hyde's gone. They lost.
They announced DeMar Hamlin starting at safety.
Yeah, dude. He's
Okay,
gonna get
I'm not betting
shredded.
the Bills then. Then I'm with Joe on Titans for now. Vinny,
Okay.
who do you have?
The one that I
Rolling
told
a
you guys
corpse
earlier
out
this
there
week.
at safety.
What's that?
Rolling a corpse out there at safety. Jesus Christ.
The one I was leaning was the Browns -2.5. I think their style of play at home I like a lot versus this Dallas team. You got to remember, I know they got Mike Zimmer,
like
the
that
coordinator
too.
now, Dallas, who's a good defensive coordinator, but he's been out of the league for a few years now. And this is not Dan Quinn's defense. That takes time to adjust to, right? I think Dallas is just missing guys. Their offense is, again, point to me like who they have besides CeeDee Lamb. Like, he's really good, great even, but like they have no running game. You're about to go on the road versus one of the best defenses in the league. As long as Watson doesn't turn the ball over, I think the Browns win this like pretty easily.
I mean, so you think about last year too. It's a good point, Vinny, because that's when I was looking at too. You think about last year, how the Niners went in there, and
dude, they just got punched in the mouth.
They lost to the Browns with Dorian Thompson-Robinson at quarterback. Now, like I said,
a good coach.
He is a good coach. Now the masseuse, you know,
we don't know what he's going to look like.
I do truly think. I mean, no matter what, I'm not saying he's going to be a fucking all-pro, but he's going to be much improved.
Yeah,
I know they're saying, oh, his shoulder, all this stuff. He's fine. He's starting week 1.
But again, they have a great
line, a great defense. They have all of the bones, right?
So their offensive line solid. They've got Njoku, Amari. I know he's not great, but Jerry Jeudy they traded for.
Judy's a great number 2.
Ford you talked about. It's a very serviceable running back. You know, outside of Chubb. Miles Garrett on the other side of the ball. Like I just look at the rosters and then I'm like, oh, okay, well, like what am I missing here? Like Joe Flacco took these guys like into the second round of the playoffs.
So I think one of the things that we did last year that was kind of to our downfall that we didn't just take the more logical play. And I think out of these two, the more logical play would be to go with the low favorite at home in the Browns. I like the Titans, Joe.
Agreed.
Quite a bit, but you know, I think that the Browns at 2.5 at home makes just more sense. That we have a higher likelihood of starting the week off starting the year off 5-0.
And after hearing Vinny speak on it a little bit more, right? Like I am high on the Browns this year. I got them on the over wins this year. I put out a preseason over wins bet for the Browns this season, and they're just a good team. They have the top ranked front seven. They have the top ranked secondary. Like
I will be biased.
Do you see that?
And I'll be honest, like I'm always down on Dallas, but I'm like really shorting them this year. I think it's just going to crumble. Like Dax wants to leave. McCarthy, like Jerry Jones has flat out just been like, yeah, you're playing for you're coaching for your contracts. Like, dude, it's not going to go well for Dallas. Now, I don't know how that affects week 1, but I'm sure that's playing a factor. So I don't want to just be like, oh yeah, like I'm all in on this one. But like you said, 2.5 at home.
Yeah.
That feels like this is either way going to be a close game.
Those Browns fans are going to come out fucking hot.
Oh, they're going to be pumped.
It's going to be loud. Yeah. All right. So let's do that. Let's lock.
I'm in it. I'm in for the Browns.
So
I'm in for that first pick.
To recap here, we've got Vinny with Bengals -8, Joe with Jags +3.5, me with Niners -4 or 4.5. We'll see what it ends up tomorrow. And then we've got Colts +3 and Browns -2.5.
We got it accurate there on the screen.
Yeah, it looks like you got it accurate.
And to all of our listeners, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be posting on Twitter the results of every single week. What's Jimmy's record, Vinny's record, my record, and our team record for the final 2 picks. And we're going to track that throughout the season and see which one of us fucks up the entire thing.
And yeah, to quote Joey, we want someone to blame.
One of you cost me a new boat.
Yep, exactly.
New boat. Hey, but the cool thing is like how, if we have a bad like segment, because it's split up into basically 4 quarters. Like we still just have to keep pounding because like if we catch fire and we can win one of these quarters, I mean, the top prize for each segment is $150K and there's the top 5 of each segment too. And it pays down to, I think, 25,000. So like, let's just, let's just keep on the positive train.
Dude, we're
this
coming
year.
out hot. I don't want any of this like caveat,
Look, we did
I'm
this.
just
We did
saying.
this last year. We did this last year, like via text message, and sometimes like not even talking about it until Saturday night.
Yeah,
Right?
it wasn't
Well,
great.
and we actually did pretty well this year. We're like, hey, we're going to talk about this. We're going to make it live. We're going to make everyone hear it.
We missed a week because I forgot that I couldn't enter picks.
That was tragic.
Because you have to.
That may have hurt us to get to the cash line.
So we don't have a proxy, right? Because with this contest, you can enter in Nevada, but you can get set up with a proxy to submit your picks through the book. But I live in Nevada, so we don't need to do that. But when I was not in Nevada, I tried to make our picks, and yeah.
If we were like on the bubble, I would have driven to Nevada to like submit the picks.
Yeah.
Whatever.
For sure.
All right, boys. Let's start off hot this year. Let's stay hot, and then let's end hot.
5-0 week 1. Here we come.
All right,
let's get it, baby.
If you guys have any comments of picks that you like, disagree with,
drop them in the comments.
Want to crap on us, whatever, drop it in the comments or interact with us on the socials.
There you go.
All right, guys. Good luck. Good luck with your bets. Let us know what your bets are. Maybe we'll tell you. All right, guys.